Hello, Sacred Path travelers. It's Mother Creator 1111 coming to you with a Sacred Path cards message today, connecting with the energy of this collective tribe of rainbow warriors, light workers, star seeds, and whoever else wants to join that may be doing some research on walking the sacred path. So thank you for tuning in. If you find that this message is inspiring and it's helpful for you on your sacred path, leave some comments in the comments section. Let me know how this reading may have resonated and helped you on your path. I would love to hear about it. Hit that thumbs up button if you like this message. Subscribe to the channel if you find this channel is interesting and has helped you on your sacred path. And if you would like to donate to the channel, your donations are very much appreciated. You can donate at Mother Creator 1111 at the Cash App. If you would like to contact me for a personal reading, energy work, or to collaborate for a project, my email is mothercreator1111@gmail.com. So I've already saged and called on my sacred team to bless this message for the Sacred Path travelers. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start out with the Sacred Path cards, which comes with a book for teaching and learning, and you can do these readings on yourself to help you guide yourself on your sacred path. This is just a collective read for the energy of the Sacred Path travelers. So if you like this, that may be something that you would like to look into. It's been very helpful for my journey, so I'm sharing it with you. So I hope you find it as helpful as I have. Thank you for guiding our thoughts, steps, words, and actions all throughout this day. Thank you for helping us be God-centered, patient, loving, kind, and tolerant with everyone we come in contact with, including ourselves. What do the Sacred Path travelers need to know most today as they continue to walk the sacred path with their brothers and sisters? So we got a pile. So self-reliance. Lay your burdens down, throw your burden basket into the fire. And join up with your brothers and sisters to create the fifth world of peace. You're not alone. Connect with your earth connection for personal empowerment as you continue to expand and tell your story of your expansion and the empowerment that you have come into because of your self-reliance. Throwing that burden basket into the fire, uniting with others of like minds and like hearts that also have this empowerment earth connection, that are expanding as well and telling their story of it, using truth as their protection and their weapon if need be, through our nurturing of ourselves first, and then nurturing of others, so that we can have a healthy self-expression. So expressing what we've learned on our sacred path, this growth and expansion through being truthful with ourselves and others, nurturing ourselves, radical self-love and self-care, taking time to nourish ourselves, mind, body, and spirit, and then expressing that. And the foundation is built on wisdom and gratitude. Number 11, North Shield. Because we're returning home with new viewpoints and options, releasing what no longer serves us, being open-minded and open-hearted to new ideas, new people, new situations, new opportunities that may be coming to us because of our wisdom and gratitude that we've built this foundation on. So I was being drawn to coral, and I actually just picked up my coral prior to getting on this when I was doing prayer and blessing for this reading. So this is number 13. So 13 may be a significant number for you. And 13, if you do the numerology on that, that adds up to a 4. So a 4 may be a significant number for you as well. Red coral, please remind me of the blood of all my kin. Each of us has feelings that reflect the joy within. May I nurture my own needs, then learn to share in turn the love that is my essence, the heart that in me burns. So like I was saying, nurture yourself first. That way you will be more loving and nurturing of others. You can't give something that you don't have, so be sure to nurture yourself. If coral has appeared in your cards today, you are being asked to look at the idea of nurturing. It may be time to nurture yourself or another. If you refuse to be nurtured, it may be time to drop the superhuman attitude before you get sick. Coral tells us that our bodies have needs too. Pay attention and be good to your body. Coral also speaks of the planetary family. If you feel lonely or alone, it may be time to return and have a reunion with the other creatures that share the earth with you. Listen to all our relations and cut the "I'm the only one" refrain out of your thoughts. Coral always tells us to listen to our feelings. If you have been ignoring how you feel around certain people or how your body feels, Coral is insisting that you reconnect to those feelings. Remember, to feel is to heal. So if you've been pushing feelings down or how you feel, listen to your intuitive nudges that you're getting from your physical body. If you're feeling drawn to pull away from something that isn't making you feel good, that's okay to take space and nurture yourself. That's the loving act of kindness that you'll do for yourself. To walk in beauty is to walk gently with a twinkle in the eye and a loving thoughts in the mind and a smile in the heart. Coral also speaks of this message as the original intent of the mother of all things. Coral is a very special teacher who allows us to connect to our feelings. It helps us listen with open hearts and to understand that to feel is to heal. So that's a great message for all of us to continue nurturing ourselves. Through nurturing ourselves, we can have a self-expression that it's okay to take time for self and nurture ourselves. It makes us better nurturers of others. So thank you, Spirit. That's a great message for all of us, because sometimes we can forget to nurture ourselves. And that is the truth. So make sure you're taking time for yourself as you continue to expand on your sacred path. It takes time, especially if you're a giver and a nurturer. Sometimes we forget to take time and nurture ourselves. We ignore our body's needs and push ourselves beyond what our body can take. So if you're tired, the inspired action is to rest, recharge, nourish yourself. So thank you. Next, we're going to get a message from Native Oracle cards, Native American Oracle cards. So lay your burdens down, connect with your earthing connection, your earth connection for empowerment, so that you can expand, stand in your truth, using it as a weapon and protection. You may need to speak up for yourself and say, hey, I need time to nurture myself. And then have an honest self-expression. Maybe walk away from connections that don't feel nurturing. Maybe your body's sign that it's not an energetic match. Okay. So 14. And this is a flute, and I am playing the flute, which is a beautiful sound to me. I hope that you're enjoying the flute playing in the background. It's so comforting to me. So you may need to take a risk. Excuse me. So this is Kokopelli, which is fertility. It's a god of music and fertility. His flute invokes and promotes fertility in both fields and in the animal kingdom. So this energy is awakening natural forces of the world to stir to life. Kokopelli's consort was also honored as the mother of the divine race. All children born with special talents are descended from her. We are reminded that whenever we step into our own personal power or gifts, we are tapping into the powerful energy of Kokopelli. We can never be quite sure what the results will be or what energies we will awaken, just that those results will unfold quickly. So you may have to take a risk, and you may be afraid of this change, but you don't know what these gifts will bring into your life. So life is about taking calculated risks, maybe changing some things up. And the message of Kokopelli is be courageous and use your gifts. Do not shy away from risks, but engage life with your whole body, mind, heart, and spirit. Risk, initiating action, creation, ability, gifts, tapping into elemental power and immediate responses. And the time is spring, so we just went through spring, so you may have taken a risk in the spring that was fertile. You may have taken a risk on yourself. Decided to use your gifts. Tap into your gifts. So Kokopelli is playing his fertile flute for you. The power is you. You get to choose to create the life you love. That's beautiful. May have had to choose you. Okay. Okay, and then we have another 4. So this is Wolf. You may have had to take a risk. You may be struggling at this time or releasing the struggle. Challenges and struggles often remove things from our lives. They also bestow gifts. So you may have had to walk away. Know that the power is you through tapping into this fertile energy. The struggle and challenge may not have felt like a gift, but oftentimes that contrast pushes us into the opposite direction. So struggle, difficulty, obstacles, communication, leadership, difficult lessons, initiation, and spiritual connection. So that the time was March, which was the spring. So you may have had to take a risk to remove yourself from some sort of a struggle and go in a different direction and begin nurturing yourself. That's wonderful. Thank you for these messages, and thank you for our gifts. We're tapping into our fertility, knowing that we are the predominant creator of our life. We can tap into our divine creative power. And here, I think this is the sturgeon in the water jug. So this is 9. And so we had to tap into our innate wisdom that is within each one of us. Listen to your soul and follow its wisdom, no matter how hard or nonsensical it seems. There is ancient wisdom that dwells in the heart that makes no sense to the mind. So The key words are wisdom, originality, pioneering spirit, breaking patterns, out of the box thinking, desire to go against the current, strength, magical knowledge, and the time of this is August, the month of maturing. So you may be going through a maturing of your wisdom in the month of August. It may have been difficult to take this risk, to know that the power is you. You are the creator of your life. It may be a struggle right now. You may be receiving some wisdom from your own soul because you've been willing to go through this struggle and continue nurturing yourself and expressing yourself authentically. You're willing to take a risk on yourself. Here's Bear. So this is a beginning of a new cycle. So this is 10 and 11. So Bear this is the foundation of wisdom and gratitude and introspection. Whenever the way ahead is unclear, withdraw. Attend to your spirit and allow the way to unfold. So just allow it to unfold naturally through knowing that you have this wisdom. It's naturally within you. If you slow down and quiet yourself long enough to hear it. So you may be going through a growth spurt and your wisdom may be maturing after a struggle. You may see the efforts of your risk and labor and struggle in August. So that's a beautiful message. So allowing the wheel to turn through tapping into wisdom and gratitude, through doing introspection. So let's get a card from Sacred Rebels Oracle for the Sacred Path Travelers for guidance and living a unique and authentic life that is true to us. And expressing that authentic self through an honest self-expression, sharing the expansion. Okay, thank you. So going beyond normal, you may be having a light bulb moment, an idea. You may be coming across buttons, maybe a spiritual synchronicity. You may be coming up with a new idea that may not seem normal to other people, but this is going to change. This is a 14, so another 14. So this fertile risk to tap into the power of being you is going beyond normal. Going against what seems normal to you and maybe to others that have known you before. Or that knew the old you. It's okay to change. So 14. On the path of life, there are deciding moments where we can choose to go with the mainstream, or we can dare to take a bolder and more authentic and trusting way, even if it seems riskier or less safe. To rely solely on logic and science without incorporating the mysterious and magical is a recipe for an existence that's far too dry. The sacred rebel within our hearts will always choose a juicier approach to life. You are currently approaching such a choice point. You could say to that choice, you can say to that The choice is about balance. It is less about choosing to honor either art or science, gardening or architecture, and more about integrating all approaches so that you can enhance rather than hinder your life journey. So you can say this with me if you like. I now call on unconditional love and ask for the blessing of the heart to be witnessed and sanctioned by the great universal creator, so that I may rise above all small mindedness and use the best of what human culture has to offer in service to love. Through my own free will, so be it. And you can say this as well. May the wisdom and guiding hand of the great gardener who works with unconditional love nurture the garden of my soul into magnificence. I dare to live creatively from my heart and thrive. So you're taking a risk to go beyond normal, tending to your inner garden and your external garden if you have one. I'm so grateful to see my garden is getting fruits. And I'm also gaining fruits of the Spirit. I hope that you are too. So, I don't know, this message might cut off. If it does, we'll just get what we get. So go beyond normal. The power is you. You get to create the life you love through nurturing your wisdom. Anything? Okay, thank you. So here's another 11, diving for light, the light within you, through doing this introspection and tapping into your wisdom and gratitude. So release the dark wound and let love in. So if you have a dark wound, you may need to do some research on how to release that so that you can tap into your creativity and let light in. You may be diving inside of yourself for light through doing your introspection and then having wisdom and gratitude for the growth that you've had and harnessing a way through whatever challenge or struggle that you may be going through at this time. So can we get a message from the Divine Feminine for guidance, upliftment, enlightenment, from Divine Feminine energy? Thank you for these messages and thank you for our gifts. I hope that you find this reading inspiring and helpful, and it helps guide you on your sacred path, knowing that you can release the struggle and be open and realize how much wisdom that lives inside of you. Okay, thank you. So we got Yin Empress, Sisters of the Rising Sun, and Amaryllis Lute. The Yin Empress brings peace, prosperity, and success to her beloved devotees. The sole purpose includes healing and empowerment of the Divine Feminine. The Yin Empress herself, you gain power, assistance, and untold blessing in following your sole purpose. You are lifted and supported in your sacred work now. Be at peace and you shall thrive. You are a highly creative being with the ability to help raise the vibration of consciousness on this planet through your creative projects and dreams. Remain open to other souls joining forces with you, just like the Sisters of the Rising Sun who bring their great energy to help humanity through their group endeavors. When you allow for aligned group effort, wonderful things can happen. You are growing fast and leaving fear behind. When your vibration changes, so too does your life. It is safe and loving for you to release that which no longer feels right for you, no matter how important it was in your old life. It might not have the same place in your new life. Accept healing change now. So that is the beautiful message from my sacred team. I hope that you found it helpful. My information's in the description box if you'd like to contact me, and thank you in advance for your donations and support. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. Go out and do something that makes your heart smile. Peace. Mother Creator out. Have a great day.